Just throwing it where I can basically throw it, you know. Now, I know Dark Cloud isn't necessarily the game for everyone, but hey, I mean, you know, I'm playing through it, so tough shit. Oh, they went through with it and got rid of the streaming, got rid of this. Oh, no, put streaming on here, they did. Fifi Family got rid of promotion. Got rid of self-promotion. No, I'm just looking through like all the discords that I've got, and I'm just basically gonna throw my thing there. Well, that was hella delayed for the bloody music, that was. Oh my god, is that a house? Yeah, there's houses. Alright, so I've thrown my thing out for everyone, so let me turn this down a bit more in my ear, because it's in my ear. So, yeah, just double check, is there anything I need to buy? I got loads of brand servers, got loads of repair powders. Actually, you can never have enough repair powder. Or food. Or water. I've got another ground server too. Thing is I'll use all this shite before I, like, you know... Before I, like, do too much. Let's go to the next place. Oh, 5 viewers, awesome. That's interesting. I'm guessing me having somewhat of a schedule and sometimes and starting a bit earlier is probably a good thing. Because if I'm seeing that I'm getting a lot more viewers than what I usually get, because the last stream I think I had like about 2 to 3 viewers consistently. Which wasn't too bad. So yeah, this is the second area. I need to go see him to get a key item anyway. Oh, well, I dropped a 2. Okay, well, whatever. I don't really give a damn. So, pretty much the whole, So, if you've noticed, the whole, what you call it, thing with Helldivers resolved itself. Sony decided to, back down, which is, impressive, because they've realised now that they've just lost tons of cash they have and gotten a ton of bad PR. And also they were violating EU law as well, based on EU consumer rights law based on contracts, because it never said on the EU LA, which also would affect anyone in the UK as well, considering our laws are very much based on those laws. So it's pretty much a whole, you done fucked up, Sony. You might be an American company, but that doesn't mean they won't sue the shit out of you. So yeah, they've basically they've lost a ton of money. They will have lost a ton of cash, a ton of potential new players from it. They will also have lost a ton of positive PR. for the game. So I hope it was worth it to them. Honestly, I think companies like Sony need to just, you know, burn. Because they're trash. They only care about what's in your wallet, as opposed to, you know, you as a consumer and actually publishing and making good games. Like, I'm sorry. I'd much rather play I would much rather play, you know. Yeah. If you get excellent, you get rewards. If you don't, you just clear it. There's no point, really, honestly. You are not gonna get the rest unless you know them like off the top of your head and you've got like perfect reflexes. You're not gonna get shit. You're not gonna get it. I'm just doing default names. I can't be asked to do like I can't be asked to name them after people or other things. It's because a lot of the characters in this are pretty forgettable. You literally just in dungeons you literally just use them for their abilities, and half the time you just forget about them. Like half the characters are just that forgettable where you just don't care. Right, so I've got that. So basically, the plan first of all is to connect the river. Is to connect the river fully to this. But you need to come here anyway first before you connect the river, because there's as you like collect stuff, you need to come here before you connect the river because there's missable miracle chests. You actually can miss 3 miracle chests in this. That's basically what we need to do. So yeah, my plans are is like each stream is gonna I'm gonna try and stream for about 3 hours. Like this game is pretty easy to like. If I have to be honest, this game is pretty easy to stream for like 3 hours because it's simple and easy. But like, there are other games that I want to play which would be difficult to stream for about 3 hours because, like, either I'd be getting frustrated or I'd be getting lost or I've never played them before. So let's say, for example, if I do pick up the Legacy of Kain and all that, basically, I'm probably going to be frustrated with that because it's, a lot of it is puzzles, and I'm not very good at, like, puzzle stuff, like puzzle solving. I'm very good at RPGs, and I'm very good at like leveling up, and I'm very good at like that kind of stuff, and I'm okay at platforming, but I'm not very good at, let's say, puzzles with platforming. So you're gonna have, I'm gonna have issues like, let's say, if I do Tomb Raider. And the reason for that is because I suck at platforming. Yeah, if you've got to jack your stats up, use +3s. Use +3s or +2s. Don't use +1s. +1s are there just if you need to just tip it over to get to the next level. Yeah? If that makes sense. Ow. It's easier if you are using a ranged character for a lot of these enemies in the game, but a lot of the melee-based enemies will just block your attack. This dungeon's annoying because you have to get all 3 keys. Basically, this has 3 key items. This dungeon has 3 key items, and you have to get all 3 of them. If you don't get all 3 of them, you have to basically hope and pray that you simply are. You have to pray and hope that simply you can just get to the next floor with what you've got. If you're struggling to kill something. You need to grow the leaf here to go to the back rooms here. It's cool. You need the sundew, which basically just miraculously grows plants. What I'm doing is I will collect the Atla on the way back on this path. It's just I want to kill all the enemies and get all the items. So yeah. There's, as I said, there's 3, what do you call it? Well, speak of the devil, I just got the item that you need for the bloody back room. You need to keep at least one of those sundews for, like, later anyway. You need it to complete this, complete this dungeon fully. Bag is full. Can't carry any more shit. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, that is. So you can get amulets that actually protect you against enemy effects. So poison, curse, gooey, anti-freeze amulets. So you get stuff like that which will protect you for a little while, but they break. Sorry, just get more comfy in the chair. But yeah, they do break after a while, so it's it's in your best interest to carry a couple around because they do protect you. I am probably going to boot up the guide for the diorama, just to show how the diorama should be done. Once I've got everything, and once I've got to the point where I need to actually build up the town fully. Once I'm at that point, I will just build up the diorama fully. I didn't use it for the first. I didn't use it for the first one because the first one is piss easy. If I have to be brutally honest, the first town is piss easy to do the diorama. Okay. It's very easy to get 100% with everything in that. It's basically a tutorial of sorts for that. If you're struggling to get 100%, then you need to know what the requests are, and the requests are very fucking simple in the first one. This one is a little bit more difficult with the requests, but it's still not terribly difficult. This dungeon isn't exactly that long either. It's about 60. I think it's 18 floors. I think this dungeon is 18 floors, so it's really not that difficult. And if you notice me moving and dodging most of those things, those random buffs on the ground, it's because they are literally random buffs, debuffs. Yeah, the thing is Thursday, Sunday, all those little imps, they can actually mug you. So they basically steal your shit. By shit I mean money. They steal your money, so they're assholes in that regard. I don't like them because they steal my money, basically. Right, so we've got all 3 items. That's the thing with this dungeon. There's 3 keys, and it's random which one the Owl Guardian wants to open up the next floor. So basically, you have to kill everything and just hope that you've got the right items. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's no other dungeon that actually requires you to get 3 keys for it, so this is just, as I said, this is just busy work. Oh, and it's the first item that I got. Okay. Yeah, so, sometimes it do be like that with this game. But yeah. I foresee maybe I might be able to finish this game in a week, we'll see. So if we're looking at oh, this is one of those floors that makes you thirsty quickly. Oh, this is why I've got plenty of bloody water. This is why I stocked up on water, because I knew I'd eventually come onto a floor like this. But yeah, so if you look at the schedule, I can stream again. I'll stream again tomorrow, just to get the ball rolling and stuff. But like every Sunday, I can stream every single Sunday because I always have Sundays off. But a lot of days of the week, it may be different days. It may end up being different days during the week, and that's basically because of my work schedule. They do not keep me on the same days each week. Some weeks I'll have 4 days off, like a 4-day weekend, like I've got this, which allows me to focus on all the streaming and all that. Then some I only have like 2 days in the week, and it's like basically I have the Sunday, and then I have another day off. Then I have another day off like halfway through the week, and then I'm like working my ass off. So you can understand on some weeks it may only be a Sunday and my other day I want off. So there will be some weeks where that is the case, and if that is the case, I'm terribly sorry for those who do want to watch me, but Sunday is the only guaranteed day that I basically can stream. So Sundays are the guaranteed day that I have off. There is no other guaranteed day off. See? Fuck a mug me. Let's mug him! So I fucking love that. That skit. Viva La Dirt League. I love their skits, they're hilarious. Oh shit, I almost died. Holy crap, I almost died back there, Colby! Yeah, that's just the problem with this weapon, which is kind of junky. It's a lot of the swords have quite low, what do you call it? Endurance. So unless you like build it up and like build up a weapon really quickly with endurance, like oh, ABS of the equipped weapon became full, nice. Just means I can upgrade it for free. Oh my god, this floor hates me. You get thirsty quicker, even with Dran's feather running through everything, it still hates you. If you wonder why I'm using the Gladius, that's because then I can, if I get to level 5, I can Simp Sphere it and I can turn it into, what I want to turn it in. I can turn it into what I want to turn it into. But there's also other weapons, but it can also be built up into a decent weapon anyway. A pretty decent sword. Hey, if he wants to try and beat my ass, I'll beat his ass with my sword. I'll just keep swinging. But yeah. And I know a lot of people are like, ow, but you're using crappy weapons. You really should have just gone back in the first dungeon and built your stuff up. Yeah, I should have, but I'm not going to. Because I'm gonna play the game. It's cool. This game isn't exactly difficult. This game's not hard. It's not hard. The only time it's hard is if it hits you with bullshit. Oh, my antidote amulet broke. Right, well then I'll just go put the second one on. Done. Oh, it's a curse. Yeah, but that doesn't really affect me too much. Yeah, bone slingshot's not very strong. It's very weak. Its speed is high. I'll give it that. It's got high speed, but it's got low attack and low endurance. That's the problem with a lot of weapons very early on when you, like, if you get them in a dungeon or you buy them. They tend to be very crappy. So I've beat all the bad guys here. Yeah, but the sword you're using is crap. You should really get a better one. Don't do what I want. It's like this is the thing that annoys me with like when I watch streams and that sometimes with some people's streams. It's like the backseat. It's like when people attempt to backseat. I fucking hate that. Like if you've legitimately missed something and I'm just trying to be helpful and point it out, like you missed something. Like when me and my friends are like streaming on Discord and stuff like that. That's one thing because we know each other. We're not trying to play the game. We're not trying to backseat. The problem is when you get people trying to backseat, then it becomes a bit of an issue because then it's like, dude, who the fuck's playing the game, me or you? You wanna go play the game, go get the fucking game yourself, fucking scream it yourself. If you know so much about the game, go do it yourself, you know? That's all I have to say for that one, you know? It's like backseating is annoying because people do it and I don't think everyone does it like deliberately, but there are people who do. The other thing is also like when people are like when I had someone be like, oh say this line for the memes and shit. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. Simple answer is because I don't want to. I simply don't want to. And people are like, oh come on, I haven't offended you in any way, have I? It's like, dude. Just because I have an English accent because I'm British doesn't mean I want to go around and say like lines that people want me to bloody say, like memes or fucking shit from movies. I don't want to quote it because, quite frankly, it's got nothing to do with the stream, you know? Secondly, I don't like people requesting me to say things like that. Look, if I reference something, it's because I wanted to. It's because I do it on my own volition, right? If that's what pisses me off when people think that I'm gonna just cater to that every woman need and everything they want. No. I'm the streamer. It's my stream. If I don't want to say the line that you want me to say, then piss off. You know?
It's like, accept the fact that I've said no and just move on, but some people don't want to move on, they just get pissy and they get upset and pissy about it. And then they act like fucking babies about the whole thing, and it's just like, bruh, like, chill the fuck out, you know? I might be Mr. Streamer Man, Mr. Entertainer Streamer Man, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna say every like reference to line that people want me to say. It's like, if it's got nothing to do with the stream, or if it's got nothing to do with the stream, or it's just not funny, then it's just like, dude, accept the fact that I don't want to say it, you know? But some people can't do that. Like yesterday with the guy who wanted me to say Baba Booey. It's like, and I'm only saying that because that's what he wanted me to say. And I didn't want to say it. I said, no, I don't want to say it. I was like, oh, come on, I haven't offended you in any way. Like, come on, say the line. And it's like, dude, piss off. I've said no. Learn what the word no means. That's the problem with a lot of people on this planet. They do not know what no means. If someone says no, no means no, okay? And that's what people gotta learn. It's like, I'm not like upset or anything. I'm just stating my, like, where I am on that kind of thing. It's like, come on. If I don't want to say the line, or a line that you want me to say, like, come on, give me a break, you know? It's like, not all of us want to sit around here and basically quote memes 24/7. And I know I do quote memes a lot, like, especially when I'm hanging out with friends. But that's when I'm hanging out with friends, you know. I don't want to be doing it all the damn time, like on stream. It's like, I might make a quip or a joke here and there, but that's because I want to. Alright? So some people gotta learn that not everybody wants to, you know, meet when they're streaming. Like, look, if I was playing DBZ Kakarot, of course I'd make Team 4-star jokes. I'd make fucking Team 4-star jokes out the ass. Because it's Dragon Ball Z. And it's funny. Because Team 4-star are fucking hilarious. But like, if I'm playing like Dark Cloud and someone's saying, oh, say Baba Booey, for example, or something else, it's like, what's the point? You know? Why? Cause it'll be funny and it's for the memes. No, it's because you want me to say something and make me say something that I'm not comfortable saying. Like, no, piss off. I have ADHD. This is what people need to respect. People need to respect the fact I have ADHD. I'm not here. I'm here to try and like improve myself. I'm here to basically do this as my hobby. Alright? This is a hobby of mine. I play video games as a hobby. I want to share what games I'm playing with other people. Because not everybody has seen this game. That's the thing. Not everybody has seen Dark Cloud. Not everybody has seen Tomb Raider. Not everybody has seen like all the older games that I grew up with and I want to play, you know? And the reason that I play older games is there's a very simple reason why I play older games. Older games are better. Because most older games were made as a labour of love and a passion and a labour of love. As opposed to newer games which are just made for, you know, the sake of being a product to sell to people to make money. Because there is very little love in most games these days. Like, AA's, AAA's, there's no love. There's no love, there's no passion, there's no respect. It just exists to make money off you, the consumer. And it's a very sad state of affairs that we're in with gaming. It's like, I don't want to basically... I don't want to play games that are basically just being thrown in my face and I'm told you will enjoy this game because basically, because consumer doesn't, because we've designed it for consumers and basically you will love this game. It's like, no, I will not love this game because you're telling me that I should love this game. I will love this game based on its own merits and if it's enjoyable. Like, Helldivers, for example, is enjoyable, but there's a lot of things that detract from my enjoyability of the game, mainly it being a live service game and mainly it having a lot of microtransactions in it. And also the difficulty of a lot of the levels. Especially the game's difficulty also detracts from it, because I can't play it at a very high level, because one, I don't have the weapons that are required for it, because I don't play it that much, because it tends to it's still a very, very buggy game that needs a lot of fixes. Like, even 3 months down the line, the game still needs a lot of fixes, it needs a lot of optimization and a lot of optimization stuff. The game was clearly made for console in mind. It wasn't. The game was clearly made for a console in mind. It wasn't made for PC in mind. I'm sorry to say that, but the game was clearly made for PlayStation. It was not made for, you know, say PC. And you could tell with the you could definitely tell with like all the issues with networking and such, because it's not on, because basically the game's on PC, it's not on the PlayStation, therefore the networking has problems because it's not on PlayStation's ecosystem and, you know, structure. And a lot of people get pissy about it because they're like, yeah, well, I can't afford a PlayStation to play this game, so why am I getting an inferior product? Because you're not on Sony services. That's why you're getting a somewhat inferior product. I'm sad to say, but it is the truth. We're all getting a shitty product because basically we haven't bowed, we're not bowing down and giving us any money. It's the same with Microsoft. It's the same with Microsoft with the thing is, it's the same with Microsoft when they've got like their games out as well. And if you, sorry, my left ear is itchy. I blame wearing the glasses and everything, but like that's better. But like the problem being is the problem being is with it is that you're trying to basically you're trying to play the game. Let's say it's a Microsoft game. Let's say it's a Microsoft game that's now on PlayStation. Yeah. Of course, the servers are going to be fucking shitty because they don't want to like have the capacity for people who are not on their fucking ecosystem. That's been Sony and Microsoft's game and Nintendo's game from day one. As basically, if the game is designed for PC, then and you've got a console port of the PC game, of course, if there's online servers, the online servers are going to be ass in comparison. That's for like the consoles, because they want people to be on PC. They don't want you to be on console. That's how it's been since. That's how it's always been. It's always been that way with like games and stuff. And people love to complain and bitch about it and say, oh well, this console's superior. This is that. This is that. No, it's because of the publisher. It's because of the publisher, and they always pay more to have a better, you know, network experience on their console. If they're the publisher, you know? That's the thing. That's the thing, and that's the problem that a lot of people have got. You know. So it's not exactly like everything is sunshine and roses. You know. Most of it is. Most of it is go fuck yourself, you know? And I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, okay? A lot of like game services and that are deliberately shit on the opposing consoles and that in comparison because they want you to have an inferior experience. And as much as they will deny it, and they turn around and say this is not true, well, might sure, but the experience is the same regardless on the consoles and everything. It's true. It's true. Like, bro, you know what I mean when I'm saying like I've played a game which was more designed for the like when I was playing it on like PS3 and all that, in comparison to like when you were playing it on Xbox, and it was designed and originally made for Xbox. Then it got ported, and then later on the PlayStation gets it, or the PlayStation gets it at the same time, and then servers on the PlayStation are fucking wank in comparison to the servers on the you know console on the other console. Or if it's a PC thing, or if it's a PC game, and you're releasing it on you know console, because. If I have to be honest, they're still both wank, aren't they? At the end of the day, yeah? And that's just how a lot of it is. But if you actually look at the whole situation, you've got games on particular consoles which are like they're worse off than you know the others because of the dangling behind the scenes. And before people turn around and say, that's not true, you're just a hater. No, it's very much true. It's very true. I'm not a hater. I'm actually not a hater. I literally will play the best experience of the game that I can get. So if the best experience of the game is Xbox, I will play it on Xbox. If it's PC, I'll play it PC. This is the thing. If my best experience is console, and I play the game on the console. If it's PC, it's PC. You see. I don't know. A lot of people will turn around and say, but that's not really good enough because you're just supporting it where it's best, and you're not trying the other game or trying it out in another way. It's like no, I'm not, because if I have to be honest, I don't actually really care. I want the best experience for my money, so of course I'm going to go with the servers that are the best. But yeah. I still have Warhammer miniatures for the Warhammer starter box to paint. And when my brother moves back here, in about a week's time or so. In about a week or two's time, I'm gonna have a load of Warhammer. I'm gonna have a load of like Warhammer to paint. So this is why I haven't actually bought any Warhammer recently, because I haven't needed to. Because I'm not going to need to for a while. Because I'm gonna have a ton of tau to paint. I'm gonna have a ton of Space Marines to paint, and I'm gonna have tons of and I'm gonna have tons of what you call it? I'm gonna have leaks of Votan to paint, and I'm gonna have a ton more Nids to paint. I'm gonna have stuff that will just keep me, and then I've got like anything else extra that I need to do on this paint as well for my art. So basically, I'm set. I'm set for a while. I won't need to buy Warhammer. Because simply put, I'll have a full Tyranid army that I get to use all the little bits from the Tyranid army for. Because my brother's he bought the ultimate set, so I can either use them or I can use normal Space Marines. Or I could just use the Nids in conjunction with my own Nids and just paint them up my own way, in my own colour scheme. That's just my army. And just do it that way. And I'll just say, well, no, I'm taking the Nids and painting the Space Marines. You can, and I'll just do up your two armies as well in my own time as well. It's like, this is the thing. We're all, and then I've got a ton of terrain to paint on top of this, so I'll be set for you know, that stuff. I'll just ask my brother, can you like chip in for spray paint? I'll just be like to him, chip in for spray paint. And then I'll do your shit and my paints and stuff, and I'll do your shit for free. Otherwise, I'll just be like, you know, fair's fair. I mean, I'm doing him a service. So as long as if he pays for material, if he pays towards materials, I don't know. That's the thing. I've got zero issue as long as he's like chipping in for materials and shit. If he wants to buy me more miniatures to like build and paint after, I don't care. If he wants to buy like the Dark Tide box and whatnot, then sure. But I'll just take all the I'll just paint all the stuff up for that, and then I'll just be like, well, no, it's a full player game that we can play. But it actually gives you a HQ. It actually gives you a HQ choice. It gives you a HQ choice, which I think is worth about 20 quid in the box, and you're paying 60. But you're only getting one. You're only getting one Ogrin. You're only getting an Ogrin, a Kazakhstan, to represent that the veteran, and you're basically getting Pious Spawn, who's £13 from the other thing. I already own a copy. I already own Pious Spawn. He basically is preacher with a chain with a super flamer that has a heavy flamer that has a eviscerator attached to it. Okay, so I got hit with GUI. So basically, soap gets rid of GUI because you're basically just washing it off the soap. Ah, we've got mimics again. But yeah, no. There's a lot of classic games that I don't know of. So if you know of, chat, if you know of like older classic games that I can get on GOG for a decent price, and that are actually worth that you think would be worth me streaming because you think that it'd be like up my alley and stuff like that, yeah, please tell me. Like, actually, please tell me, because I hella would stream. I hella would stream stuff like that. I know a lot of people are telling me to do like I've had a lot of people on my Discord tell me that I should do like a medieval and stuff like that, and I will get around to doing stuff like that eventually. But the thing is I'm not good at like I'm not good at fast-paced FPS games like that. Yeah, I'm not very good at those super fast-paced FPS games. I'm also not like I can't wear these headphones right now because my ear is too itchy. My right ear is being too itchy. So fuck that. But yeah, no. If you're like if you like know like good classic games like the early PC, it's basically like stuff from like PS1, PS2 era is what I'm talking about. That's mainly what I'm talking about. PS1, PS2 era. Because that's mainly the era, like PS1, PS2, PS3. Original Xbox, and any PC games during those eras as well. Because I'm not that. It feels like PS3. After the PS3 and the 360, it feels like game-wise that games have just gone. They've just become shit. Okay, they've just become products for money. And it really pains me. It really pains me when I see games on the Steam for like PC games for like £55. It's like, okay, maybe it's because they're Star Wars or whatever. But like, come on, I don't want to see games being that expensive. Like, nobody can afford that shit. Nobody can afford that shit. Okay. If you're asking me for £50 to £70 for a video game, you failed. You have failed as a publisher / developer, because that's too expensive. It's like I'm not paying basically about like 5 hours wages for a video game. It's too expensive. I'm the kind of guy who will turn around and say, well, if I want to play that game, either it has to be on Game Pass, it has to be on PlayStation Plus or Game Pass, which I pay for yearly. That's how I have a load of games. This is why I've got a load more games than like the average person, because I actually pay for these game streaming where I can download the games or stream them if you have to emulate them that way, like PS3 games. But this is the thing. I would rather use those services and just do it on my PC, where my PC is basically because my PC is Ethernet, because I'm connected to Ethernet PC. So yeah, I'd rather do it that way because I get loads more games than what a normal person gets. Plus, I'm also getting like all the games that are free on Amazon as well, so I've got like a load of games on there that I can play too. Which I really should have a look at what I've got on there. I really should give it a shot, because I think I can play on most of the. I think even if it's Steam servers and that, even if people are like playing connected to Steam servers, I think most games are like interconnected on their own, on like the game's own servers. So it's like, even if you're playing it through like Amazon, like the Amazon games, because you got it for free on Amazon, through Amazon Prime and stuff, like Void Bastards and stuff like that, I think you should still be able to play it with everybody else. Because I've got a lot of classic like arcadey games, like arcade games on that and such, and I really want to like stream them and just put my archive version, me playing through like the archive. Add it to the archive and just say, look. Because eventually I'm gonna have to like do an archive where it's like where it's like I'm doing games, but then I'm gonna have to do like PlayStation, do some of the games that have been done on PlayStation that I've been doing, or
and then I might have to like do it as a subset where it's like PS1, PS2, PC, DOS, you know, stuff like that. I'm gonna have to get myself a capture. I am gonna have to get myself a capture card at some point. Yeah, that's a little bit of a glitch, that is. If you collect an item, like a key item like that, and an attack animation, you will redo the attack animation like all the way through again. It's a glitch. Well, it's not a glitch. It's an animation over. It's basically an oversight for the animations. Because like the devs expected you to like finish your attack loop before you pick up items, but sometimes you're in the middle of it and you kill the enemy, and it's like bada bing, the enemy is dead. Before you do that. So that sword has now got at least 2 digits on everything, and it's getting powerful. So when I break that down, so like when I synth sphere that, it will become, it's like 60% of the power will come out of it. So you get 60% of your stats from a level 5 item. You get more and more as a higher cap as the weapon, if the weapon was even stronger. So like, and I know that a lot of people are like, oh, you're just leveling up with random weapons and stuff. Doesn't matter. Because I'm leveling them up because I've only like strictly played with like one like loaded weapons or like single on my other side. So it's like which I like built them up to be like the ultimate weapon. My god, that first yeah, she hurts. She does like 31 damage. Fucking poison apple. She throws a fucking poison apple at you, and she does like, what, 31 fucking damage. She fucking hurts. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, well, you need to do this, that. Nah. I will collect the items when I have like built up the whole thing. The biggest status effect that you'll get affected with in this dungeon is poison. There's poison and goo. Poison and gooey are the main ones that you'll get hit with. Not that. Not here. So yeah, most of the status effects you get hit with in this dungeon are just be a bit debilitating, and they're just mildly annoying and debilitating. It's kind of funny how she has more attack with her main weapon than this sword has, but this sword has more magic power. Give me my money back. Give me some money. Oh hell no! Give me back my money. I thought I was going to die back there, Kobe. I love the Dumb Piece parody that Purple Eyes no, whatever he did. Purple Eyes did on YouTube. It's just a dorm romance stuff. It's just like the basic stuff, but it's like the first part of One Piece. The dorm romance arc, where he's done like 7 episodes, and it's funny shit. It's funny shit. Right, I think the next floor is okay. I've got food, so I will be back. outside is overpowering. I'm back, sorry, I had to collect food. My parents cooked me food. Yes, I live at home with parents. Trust me, in this day and age, there's no shame with doing that because it's too expensive to move out. Oh, trust me, I would love to move out. I'd love to have my own place and my own autonomy and everything. But like, my job wouldn't even would just barely cover rent. Like, the entirety of my paycheck would cover rent. That's it. That isn't a joke. That is how bad rent is, and that is how bad this cost of living bullshit is in this country. So it's a pretty sad state for it's a pretty sad state because it just seems to be the elderly are rich and everybody else is fucked. It just seems to be that way in this country. But hey ho. I wish it wasn't that way, I'll be honest, I really wish it wasn't that way. It is. Oh well, at least we can take like from what I mentioned earlier, at least we can take like a small victory from like Sony having back down with Helldivers 2. They should never have done that. If they wanted to do that, they should have done that from day one. And then I don't think a lot of people would have had a problem. I don't think people would have had that much of an issue. I don't think that people would have had so much of an issue with Sony if they required Helldivers 2 to be, you know, used to have a PSN account as a given, and said you require a PSN account for this. I think the problem now is like the next game that they release, that's PlayStation Studios. Even if it's on PC and that, they're going to require you to have a PSN account. So, they're going to screw about 177 territories and countries over, because Sony doesn't... The thing is that Sony doesn't actually provide PlayStations, or sells the thing. Or if they do, they don't necessarily allow you to have an account in certain countries and certain territories and regions. It's kind of dumb. Like, I understand the Middle East. They basically punishing the Middle East because they're against the West and they don't want to fund terrorism. They don't want to fund their economies in terrorism. So I can understand a lot of the countries in the Middle East basically. They may be able to play PlayStation, but they won't be able to play online because Sony doesn't want to hold a sell to it basically, or it's impossible for them to get the console because supply lines and supply routes in their country are terrible. There's also that. But no, yeah. I think this whole issue with Helldivers would have just been like over and done with if they at day one just said, hey, look, you need a PSN account to play this game. And I don't think as many people would have been as pissed. I think there'll still be people who'll be pissed because they have the great PlayStation account. And then they have to basically be on Sony's ecosystem, and then the problem occurs with that Sony's got your personal information, they're selling it, and basically they get hacked 24/7. Because Sony, they really don't care. They don't care about protecting consumer information. So basically, they are like the most basic level of compliant with GDPR, but they don't actually care. They don't actually care about if they are actually following GDPR. For those who are not European or British, GDPR is basically a set of guidelines and laws that have to be followed when it comes to
your user data. So like any like personal information, user data, identifying information, where you live, your social security number, anything like that is basically it's classified. It's classified as personal information. It's private classified information, and it's basically for private eyes only. It's basically for a need to know basis on people on a need to know basis. Basically, people who need to see it. That's what it is. So like if we were counting it as like military, it's need to know. Yeah, it's a need to know basis. And like someone like me with my job, I do actually end up seeing a lot of people's personal information, like credit cards and stuff, and just glance, just at a glance, I see a lot of these. I see a lot of these people's like information at a glance. And no, I don't try to remember any of it. I actually deliberately forget most of it because it's like it's got nothing. It's nothing to do with me basically. So, and I know some people will be like, oh, but you're in a perfect position, steal a ton of money from people. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. That would be called a dick move. That would be called being a shithead. That would be called I am fired. Okay? I would never do that because I would get fired so hard it wouldn't even be funny. I think there's one house over here that has to be Earth A. I think that's the mushroom house. Yeah, the mushroom house is gonna be up on a there. The other house, the river. Basically do that. I think there has to be one of the water mills has to go here. And the Baron's house has to go here as well. I think Baron's house has to be here too, as well. I'm doing this all off memory. I'm doing basically I'm basically doing the majority of this off memory. But you do have to do like a lot of houses because in this you have to learn the story of the background of the place with a lot of the houses so that you can actually learn the story of the places. The thing is yeah, I think the mushroom house has to go here because one of the items in the mushroom house is actually the key item you need to continue to progress through to get to the boss. I got Raj chicken and the hoisin sauce. Sorry if I'm eating on stream, but I am hungry. But yeah, We're gonna also check like the oh, power up powder. Thank God for that. I love that stuff. Give me more power up powder. But yeah, there's actually these little huts with the water in them that basically power the water and all that with the thing. They actually give you quite a lot of like items too. Those water wheels give you quite a lot of items. Funnily enough. Oh, you hurt the berries. We were basically up in his house. Yeah, that's right. So now I have chicken to eat. But like, I'll be honest, I never owned this game as a kid. I like played it at an aunt's and uncle's house. When we were house sitting their cats because they went away for Christmas one year. That we were what do you call it? That we were waiting to move into the house that I'm still living in. Yeah. This is not like my full childhood home, but it's basically my childhood home. This place is that I'm living in with my parents still. But like, when I was younger, we were supposed to get this house and we were supposed to move into it when it was fully built. But basically, we'd sold the house, but the problem was the people who like bought our house basically told us to get the fuck out because they wanted to move straight in once we got our shit out. So we had to store most of our stuff at my mum's parents' place, including PlayStation and all that. And it was like, most of the time, we didn't even get to play video games for like a whole year. It's like as a kid, like for a whole year, when we had to move out of our old house, we didn't even get to play video games for like a whole year because we had to move in with my dad's parents. Now, my dad's parents were
They were from like their 40s, 50s, like 30s, 40s, 50s. That was what the house was. Like they had TV. They had one colour TV that was downstairs, and then they had a They had a colour TV in my parents' room, and then it was like we had no TV in the room that me and my brother were in. So basically, the problem was when we went to my aunt and uncle's house, they'd always let us play the PlayStation when we went over there because of the PS2. They'd let us play the PS2 with a couple with whatever game. Mainly it was mainly Final Fantasy or it was Wipeout. I think it's mainly Wipeout or Final Fantasy. Yeah. So there was that, and then a lot of it also was other games on top of that. So Dark Cloud was one of the games they'd let us play. Of course, we had to play from the beginning because they didn't want us to touch the saves. Final Fantasy was one of those games where where we had a save, where they had multiple saves, so they didn't really give too much of a shit if like us kids played one and saved over it. It was also the other game that they let us play was Final Fantasy 9. So yeah, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, but these games aren't really for kids. It's like, yeah, they actually are, because, you know, we have to be brutally honest. A lot of the games that we were playing, they were deliberately there. They were like okayed with our parents because like my uncle had a lot of games that were 18 plus, like GTA and all that. And I'm not talking about my current uncle who lives there, like my aunt's second husband. I'm talking about the first. I'm talking about the first husband who he's okay. He's okay. He's not. He's not like super mega frowned upon, but he's not like super liked in the family. Like not everybody likes him, kind of thing. Like, because younger him was a bit of an asshole, bit of a playboy asshole. Like he was faithful to my aunt. He just fell out of love. They just fell out of love, and basically that was that. And most of the PS2 games over there were they were like a combination of my aunt and my uncle's. So that's that. I mean, I still like my uncle. I still like my uncle. My aunt's first husband. I still like him. He's alright. He's not the best. Like, don't get me wrong. He's not the best dude, but he's not the worst dude ever. If that makes sense, yeah. He's not. The thing is, he's not a bad guy. If that makes sense, yeah. It's just they just didn't like him. If that makes sense, because there was some of my family just had issues with him. Oh, see, that's all dried up because you need to get the. You need to do the whole of the river to get it to fill up, you know? Well, no. What was it called? We were having like issues with like with like trying to sort things out with our house and that, because of obviously the people wanted to, the people who were there originally wanted to move in straight away, so you know. Issue number one being we had to go live with my dad's parents, and my dad's parents were like, basically, they're baby boomers. They're baby boomers. They're basically just before / after baby boomers. Yeah, if that makes sense. So the whole thing is that because they're of that generation, it's like obviously we weren't able, we couldn't set up our PlayStation and all that. We couldn't set up a PS1 or a PS2, so we basically were just told to kind of just get on with it and just get over it. So a lot of what we did was like drawing or just going to our other grandparents' house, because we didn't really have like a huge me and my brother didn't really get along super well with like our but yeah, we basically were too young to like get along with them really, like properly. So like we had like obviously there was the age discrepancy difference, because we were raised with video games and stuff like that, and they didn't understand it. They didn't want to like get along with us, and it's like obviously the whole like I'm not saying my dad's parents were bad people. It's just they were in the era of their own time. So basically, it was like a whole case of they basically were a product of their time, like and everything they went through. Because my dad's dad went into the army, and he joined when he was what was it? He joined up when he was 14. So like, I mean, I've got plenty of respect for the guy because of that. I actually do respect the guy quite a lot. It's like, if he met me now, because unfortunately he passed away when I was a teenager, when I was like 16, when I was like 15, 16. I think it was like when I was like 14, 15, his mum passed away, and we had to go to the funeral. So we got pulled out of school because of like high school because of the funeral. But it was like, otherwise it was just like, you know, didn't really care, because like, and I'm not saying that nastily, we didn't care at the time because we didn't really have that kind of relationship with a guy, if that makes sense. We didn't have like the kind of like relationship that we had with my actual grandfather. It's like most people who've actually passed away, like that we've been taken out of school for like out of respect and that, because we knew them. We've like, me and my brother have not actually been affected by it, but like the actual funeral when my grandfather passed away, like the actual grandfather that we like grew up with, my mum's dad. Now that fucked both me and my brother up big time. And the reason for that is because obviously we had that kind of relationship with our grandfather. We had a relationship where we actually cared about him. And I know that sounds weird, and it sounds dodgy, and it sounds insensitive to a lot of people. And a lot of people won't get it, but you have to understand, both me and my younger brother are both autistic. Well, I don't know if he's actually on the spectrum, but I think he's enough on the spectrum where it's like he managed to like get the government to basically shut the fuck up and just basically prove that he had mental health issues and such. Because to get PIP, to get the basically the universal credit thing, that basically he can, like, you know, get money from the government each month, like I do, where mine's DLA and his is a little different. But the fact of the matter is yeah, we didn't have that kind of relationship with my dad's dad and my dad's mum. So when we had to go visit them in the hospitals and that, like, we were respectful and everything, but like we didn't really fully care. Like, if I have to be honest, we didn't really fully care because we just did not have, like, we felt bad for my dad because it's his parents and shit. Like, obviously, like, just out of respect, like, for my dad. Like, it's his parents, and my mum knew his parents, so, like, out of respect for my parents, who, like, had some sort of relationship with both of them, then, yeah, we were at least respectful about it, but, like, personally, we both didn't. We didn't cry. We didn't cry at the, at the funeral and whatnot. We sang songs, obviously. We sang songs, like, I knew the songs at that point. But like, my grandfather's one, I couldn't sing the songs because, like, I was just crying. I was just crying, I was just an absolute wreck. I was just an absolute complete wreck. I wasn't even sitting with family. I literally just sat away from people who, like, there were people from, like, he knew, and, like knew my grandfather and, like, family friends and stuff, but, like, but, like, not the family I knew, because, like, all the family I knew was sitting at the front. They were all at the front on one side. I had to sit on the other side away from them. My brother was with them as well, because he managed to finagle himself to sit there. But I didn't get the choice. I didn't get the chance. I just basically was left up to sit wherever. So, I mean, I was kind of insulted by that. But, well, maybe not really insulted, but, like, I felt bad because I should have been at the front, because I was like, I'm his eldest grandson, next to, well, no, I'm the second eldest. I'm the second eldest grandson. I felt like I should have been at the front, this kind of thing, but I wasn't gonna, like, cause an entire fucking stick over it. It's like, but no, I had to sit near the back in the place because of the amount of people we had. I had to sit with people I didn't know or didn't really know, and, like, I was just crying. I was just crying. It sucked because it's, you know, it was my grandfather, and I had a very strong relationship with him. My strong relationship is, like, I had a very, very, like, good, like, grandchild relationship. Same with my younger brother. So that's why, like, we both had a very, very good relationship with him. We've got a lot of memories of the guy. We used to hang out with him on his allotment, and we used to, like, go through the allotment, and we used to, like, help out and shit. We used to run around with the dogs. We used to climb up trees and stuff. We used to have, like, barbecues and all that kind of stuff there. And it's just like, the guy's gone. He's just gone from a heart attack, basically, a couple of years ago. It was very painful. It still is. I'm actually trying to hold back tears, trying to remember all of it, because it's like, the way that I deal with it is, unfortunately, I have to bottle it up, because I still just haven't fully gotten over it fully, and I'm still breathing. That's the thing. I still am breathing over it. So there are times, even at work, where I have to go in the back and I have to cry, where I'm still affected by it. And I know work is like, I know work's like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it happened like 2 years ago, get over it. No, I'm not getting over it. I miss my grandfather, damn it. I want my grandfather.
like, oh, but he was 87. He had plenty of time on this planet, and he did a lot. Yeah, okay, yeah, and everybody loved him, and he was a great guy. We know. No. What I want is I want my grandfather back, and I'm never going to get to see the guy. And thanks to COVID, thanks to the stupidity of the Chinese government, yes, which I am actually going to fully blame them for it. 3 years. Couldn't see my grandfather for 3 years. And the biggest insult is, the last time I got to see my grandfather ever was in a fucking coffin. I got cremated. So you can understand why I'm very, very bitter about not being able to spend time with my grandparents because of not owning a fucking car, not having the money to go over and see them, and so on and so forth. And it's not that I don't make an effort to go and see them. They know that. My grandmother and my aunt and uncle who live over there know it's got nothing to do with not wanting to go and see them. They know I can't afford it. They know I can't afford it all the time. They know I've got my mental health issues and that I'm trying to deal with my mental health issues with my therapy stuff. You know, my Warhammer, my Warhammer Pokemon cards, video games. Even streaming is a way of me trying to deal with my mental health stuff. Okay, it's something for me to do to keep my mind away from places it shouldn't be going to. Okay. And I know that I am on medication, which does help. And I will admit, it does help quite a bit. But it's just a help, it's not a cure-all. And, yeah, mental health sucks. Mental health is not something I wish upon anybody. I wish that I didn't have these mental health issues, but unfortunately, I got mental health issues. And they suck. But, you know. I'm powering through with it. So yeah, there's that. The fact that I'm actually able to hold down a full-time job at that, well, it's not full-time, it's part-time, but you know. And I'm able to stream and I'm able to do stuff, and I haven't like completely collapsed or completely like shut off from the world because of all this bullshit that I've gone through, especially the last couple of years, because I lost my grandfather in the. Basically lost him what was it? It was 2 years ago, 2022. Just when we were all coming out of lockdown as well, I think it was May. No, it was March. I couldn't even go to work that time. I was like at work for like all of 7 days. So I made like no money that month as well because of it. So I was like flat out broke, but it wasn't my fault. So they basically what happened during that month was I was sick because my gut was playing up because my body was sensitive. Then I was sick because of my grandfather. No. Because then I had because then I had to take some time off for bereavement. And then I had to take some time off because of the amount of pain that I had, and then I had caused myself stomach burns because of accidentally overdosing on, what's it called? Ibuprofen. Because I accidentally took it for too long because I was suffering from serious migraines and shit. So I had stomach burns, so I had to take time off work because of that. Literally I had to take time off of it, and then basically I did one shift. After I came back after that, I did one shift, and I was told my grandfather had passed away. And then I told work, yeah, I'm gonna have to take some time. I was like to him, as soon as I heard that, and I was at work, I was like, to work, I've got to take some time off because of that. And I flat out told work I won't be in. I'm taking time off, I won't be in. Because I have to bereave. I had to suffer bereavement and shit. Because I got called at the end of my shift and it was just like, And work was just like, oh, and my boss was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, basically. And I was just like to her, I don't care, I'm taking time off, you can't stop me for this. Because basically, I was like to him, well, no, because you're not gonna tell me that I can't take bereavement, because I'm gonna take bereavement. And if you don't like the fact that I'm taking bereavement, go fuck yourself. I literally was like considering just saying it like that. But like, if you want the truth, or if you want the truth of the matter, it was very much like, yeah, no, I wasn't happy. I was very unhappy at the time, and it was very, very painful. I think the Bunku needs to. I think the Bunku's house is here, and then the Bunku also has a water mill nearby as well. So there's that. I think Cacao's home has to go here, and then you can put some trees around it. I think you need to put, yeah, I think you need to just put trees around his house, basically. Which then gives you a load of which then does his, requests. I think you need to do a bridge here, and a bridge there. Because I think he needs, yeah, because he needs to be surrounded by water, which means he is surrounded by water here. And I need to do someone else's house. Then I need to do someone else's house near there as well. I think Powell's house is near, yeah, I think Powell's house is here. So basically, that should open up flood, because now they'll open up the flood, now they'll be like, as you can see, two of those dwarves appear, and they basically just jump up and open up the waterway. And it basically floods the whole, basically then the entire place floods. You have to do this because you need to get the sword, because you need to get the serpent sword, because then you need to use the serpent sword to then basically kill a monster, and basically you have to do it. You have to do that to then get the guy, what you call it, to get Goro in your party. So you can continue the dungeon, basically. It's like a lot of things basically feed into one another. Basically, the whole fact of the matter is the diorama system feeds into itself, and basically a lot of the diorama is basically like you have to do X, Y, and Z for the diorama so that you can actually get items that you actually need. Or characters you need, so you can progress the story. Yeah, if that makes sense. So you have to do that kind of thing. So basically, so most of this is pretty much you have to do all the stuff in order, more or less, in order to get the items so that you can do certain bits and pieces. Then you can get all the items that you need. Yeah. Because all these miracle chests are what do you call it? All these miracle chests basically give you items that are rare or useful for your adventure. So a lot of them are basically just a lot of them are very just like rare items, pretty much. Like you could get stuff like gourds and fruits of Eden, you know, all that stuff. And you need to get it. You need to get those because the way the game is that your HP doesn't increase unless you use fruits of Eden. Your first meter doesn't increase unless you use you know. It doesn't increase unless you use certain items, so you have to do basically you have to do X, Y, and Z to get certain items. So, to like actually progress the game. There should be more items in here in the water thing now. Actually, no, I think I got everything. Yeah, I got everything. But it's moving now because you've got the water, you see. I'm just trying to find Babunku so I can talk to him and then just like get the rest of the diorama requirements that he wants me to do, basically. I don't think he's in the house right now. Oh no, he's right here actually. That's useful for me. Don't forget the upstairs cabin. Okay, Pal's house. Do that. Babunku's house. Do that. Cow's house, Babunku's house. See, that's done. She ain't there. Well, bam, bam, and bam, and I think one of the wells has to be nearby. Here, I think. One of the wells has got to be there. Yeah, but the wells themselves won't actually give you items. They won't give you items or anything. You literally just place them down. That they're there for the diorama, but they don't give you any items or anything. They're just used as a placeholder for like you getting other items from other places. And this actually starts a side quest that's basically game-wise, like full blown through the game. This side quest is. Basically, you need to get candy. You need to get the candy. This is one of those rare ones that won't throw you out, but you can't actually go into his room to get an item because there's a miracle chest in that room. So you need to wait until you get the candy. Give the candy to him so he can give the candy to the little kid. And then there's basically that. Basically the story is that Goro is basically bored. So the problem with Goro is like his dad's passed away and he basically hates his dad for it, basically. And they all basically his old man is like you know, like super powerful. No one could beat him, he was invincible. Yeah, well, everybody thinks he was invincible, but he has a basically, the story is Fado is Goro's dad, and Goro basically is like Yeah, sorry to say, but that snake did actually kill him. It gives you the item you need, basically. But basically, yeah. You need that in order to summon the killer snake, so you can kill the killer snake, and then you get the item. Then you can give it to Goro. The problem is you need a particular sword in order to kill the snake because the snake's scales are so strong. And basically that's where the diorama comes into play, because you have to do the diorama to do that. So a lot of basically the majority of the story in this game is told through the diorama. It's basically told through it's told through it's raining outside. It's told through diorama because it's like but yeah, it's all told through the diorama basically. So as you rebuild towns and such, the story is done. Now I know the way that I'm playing it. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, but I want to know the story and that." Oh, sorry, I'm playing through the game for an archive. If you want to read the story, it's basically just watch the VOD. It's watch the VOD and just pause it and just read through it, or use YouTube and see the story. I'm playing through the game. The game is 31 hours long. I don't want to be sitting around reading a story that I already know. That's the thing. And I know that sounds like a dick move to everybody watching and whatnot, but I'm streaming the game for archival reason. I'm not streaming the game. I'm streaming the game for myself more than other people. I'm doing this as a hobby for myself to play through the game, and so on and so forth. Now, if you really, 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 as I said, if you really want to read the story, check the VOD. Check the VOD. Either on here, on Twitch, or YouTube. Now, if games are voice acted, I won't be skipping. Like, obviously, I don't skip through the story, but like a lot of games, if they're not voice acted, they will, and it's just text. I don't want to sit here reading through like 10 fucking 1,000 fucking chat boxes for other people. Okay, so that's why I say watch the VOD. If you want to watch the story, if you want to know the story, watch the VOD basically, because that's the main thing. Because I'm just summarizing this. I'm just summarizing the story basically, very, very, very quickly for people who are watching. So basically, you need this special sword that he gives you. It's a special sword that's actually pretty powerful. Yeah. Someone clip that for me, please. The terrible sword. Reflect the sword animation. Like, clip that for me. Or actually, can I do that myself? Can I make a clip myself? How do I do that? Dude, I don't know. I don't know how to clip that. Yeah, the sword's rare. What I'll do is when I finish it and upload the VOD, I'll go through and I'll go through and I'll make a clip. I'll make a clip of it. But yeah. So basically, I need to equip the sword. I need to equip the serpent sword. Yeah. So the serpent sword's actually a pretty decent sword. Yeah, It's an extremely rare weapon, but it's actually very powerful. You can't build it up until you use it to actually do its mission. Its mission is to kill that snake. So is to kill the killer fang, the white snake. So we save the game. Go to the other area. White Owl Forest. You need to do this in order to get Goro, so then you can use the hammer, so then you can continue the dungeon and the diorama. And yeah. Most dungeons don't take long. As I said, this game is going to take me. As I said, this game's going to take a few parts for me to like complete. Yeah, because a couple of werewolves appear, so that's one. That's another goal done. And then you need to do this. You need to use the flute here that you got earlier, the diorama, which then will make it so that the snake comes out and then you build a snake. You can duel this snake, but you can't kill it if you're not using the serpent sword. Yeah, because you decapitate it, you actually decapitate the snake. Yeah, the serpent sword's completed its mission, so now you can do this. Bone pendant. So now we've done that. Now you go back. Now you leave the dungeon because you can't continue because you can't open the door because the door requires a hammer to open it because you have to smack the button with a big hammer in the ground to open the pulley system. So now we've done that, we need to basically just go and speak to Goro. And Goro will give Goro, then the cutscene will trigger and Goro will basically cry like a little bitch because he misses his dad, and the reason I say he does that is because he cries a lot about it. But he basically hates his old man because he's like, I hate you, because basically his old man doesn't know. So you give him the bone pendant, which then has a memory like stuck into it. Notice he says he wants to die as a hunter, not an invalid. They don't use this kind. The thing is they don't use this kind of language normally in video games and stuff these days because this is a game of its time. This is a game of its time, but a lot of people don't use language like this anymore because. See, he says he hates his dad. But not for anyone. I'll do it for me. Saving the world, not likely. I'll do it. Call me whenever you're in trouble. I'll do better than you. No, you don't, because your weapon sucks, dude. You have the powerfulest physical attack weapon. He does. His ultimate weapon actually is actually physically the strongest weapon, attack-wise. But it's not the strongest weapon in the game. That's the Chronicle 2 sword. The Chronicle 2 sword is the strongest weapon in the game by far, because it can be upgraded even further. It can be upgraded even further than his Inferno axe. Basically, Inferno's powerful, but it's not. But the thing is it's not at the level where the Chronicle 2 sword is. And obviously, I'll be showing off that entire dungeon basically in this game, obviously. But I'm showing off every little thing that I know in this game. Because the quicker you get Zhao, because Zhao and Ruby can only have 140 HP. Yeah, characters actually have. Sorry about the squeaky chair. But yeah, characters in this actually have. I think I could put the headset back on now. But yeah, characters in this game can only have a certain amount of HP, like as a maximum. Goro has slightly more than you do. I think he goes to 100. I think Goro can go to 160. I think the main. I think Goro and the main character actually have the same max health. And then you have there are other characters who have less. Ruby and Xiao only have 140 HP. Have enough items to continue for now, at least a little while longer in the dungeon before I have to come back out and then I have to like restock fully. Because I've got 80 items now. I can hold 80 items, so that's a pretty large bag actually, all things considered. That sword is actually incredibly freaking good. His hammer is terrible. His mallet is terrible. It's got a lot of attack. I think it's got like 21 attack. But it's not a very good weapon. Yeah, it's 20 attack, so for this dungeon it's okay.
but his attacks are terrible. He takes an entire speed gauge to attack. He just takes damage. Oh god, that really is storming out there. He just takes damage out the ass, man. He's not a very good character. I mean, Ungaga is slightly better. Like the desert tribal warrior is slightly better, and that's because he has a 3-hit combo, and his weapon has reach. That's the reason. It's because his weapon has reach. Now, he is good at dealing with shit like this. But actually, there's a better character for dealing with these diggers. You just use Zhao. You use Zhao and just shoot them. They're a pain in the arse, but they're very easy to deal with. He's good with mimics. I will be honest. Goro is very powerful against mimics and very powerful against statues. Because obviously his weapons are crushing their blood. So they do a lot of damage to those types of enemies, okay? The thing is that a lot of enemies are too fast for him to hit. So he basically just gets relegated to just opening chests and stuff. You literally only need him to open doors in the other mix. And even then, he's so slow. He's a slow, terrible character who isn't really worth the damn. I mean, if you complete the diorama here, he gets a decent weapon, like an actual decent weapon, which is like way stronger than anything you get. Than what you get normally. But like he's ass otherwise. Like the battle axe is very, very, very powerful. I mean, his charge up attack is very powerful too, because it hits three times and it does a lot of damage. But the thing is like his weapons are not very durable. Like his shit is not durable. It takes a lot of damage. He's not a powerful. Goro is not a powerful character. His weapon is powerful, but the thing is, his actual power is a lot less than... His actual power is a lot less than the main character, because the main character actually has like a 5-hit... The main character actually has a 5-hit combo, and has two special attacks, has a 2-stage special attack. So the main character is just better. If you're just doing the basic dungeons and you haven't got any restrictions, the main and you're not having to deal with stuff like cock blocking you, basically just use the main character. Use the main character or use a ranged character. Literally, when it comes to melee, it's literally this character, this first character. You're literally overpowered as hell. Yeah, when the first character is actually better than everyone else, it's quite funny actually. But yeah, to me it's quite funny. Gunman from the Moon, yeah, the Gunman from the Moon is actually like what is like actually the best character. He is literally the best character. Especially if you have him on a high power, powered machine gun. Because I actually have his ultimate weapon. I have his ultimate machine gun. So. Yeah, so you can't even block this mofo. You can't even block the digger when he does his jump attack. It's just so stupid. It's like it's bullshit personified. It's so bad. I missed. Fire jam. Maybe shooting it is better. But yeah. Goro is just a bad character. He's not very powerful. And the reason is because you have to make sure that you hit you have to make sure you hit your attack like dead on. Like even when you're trying to use the hammer on the fucking doors, open those doors, he's a fucking little bitch because it's like unless it's like dead on, like pixel perfect, he doesn't work. It's so stupid. The good thing is look at it time-wise, dungeon-wise. I should be finished. It's just finish this dungeon, or at least get to near the end of the dungeon by the end of this stream. Because the reason I'm just keeping my streams to about 3 hours is so that I get then the rest of the day to do what I want. I've got some time to like prepare in the morning to do what I want, and then I can continue the game when I do stream. The thing is I know that I stream through one game and I like to focus on one game at a time. But for me, it's a lot easier for me to like dedicate my full focus to one game, because then I can finish that game and then put it on the archives and stuff, and then just go from there. And then I know I stream a game over like the course of a week, and I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, but when you put the VODs up onto YouTube, you put them up day after day, so people basically expecting one out a day. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna like do a stream. As I said, I'm not gonna like. Sometimes I can stream like 7 days in a row because I have a week, because I have like time off where it adds up to that, or I've got a week or I've got some time off like from work. Now I don't have any time off this month either. May is not a month that I actually take holiday in. Just simply because there's no point. The summer is when I take most of my holiday, and then winter winter is when I take the rest of my holiday. So I usually wait a little bit closer to Christmas, and then I take my holiday then. But the thing is, it's like I usually put Christmas off because I don't want to work over Christmas. But Christmas isn't the time when I stream. It's vacation time for me. Christmas be vacation time for me. So you know, it's not a time I stream. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you only seem to stream like one day, one at the beginning of each month, and then that's it. For me, it's a hobby. I'm not trying to stream every single day. Like if I stream once a week on a Sunday, and that's my time, and if that's what I decide that I want to do, that I stream on my Sundays, and I stream a game, and it takes a while for me to get through the game, then tough tits. That's my choice. Because the thing is I've spoken with friends and stuff, and we've all come to the conclusion that if I start viewing this like a job, if I start viewing the whole thing as a job, I start like viewing it just for money, then I'm gonna have a problem with streaming. Yeah? I'm going to have a problem when it comes to streaming, because it's not going to be fun time. Oh, I took a grenade to the face. Fun. But yeah, it's not that I want to, it's not that I want to like
not have fun when I'm playing my games. I want to have fun when I'm playing my games. Okay? I want to have fun and I want to be able to play the games and enjoy myself and not feel burnt out. And I understand that people who make Twitch their career, they're constantly worrying and panicking is what they're doing or anything they say or stuff that's along the lines of that, if it's going to be the end of their career and shit, because they're basically constantly under scrutiny from their problem is that they're constantly under scrutiny, if that makes sense. That they're constantly under scrutiny, so it's like every little thing they do, they don't get privacy. Like someone like me who does get the privacy because I will make it so that I get privacy. Because I won't stream, because basically I don't stream 24/7. So that's the thing. So if, as I said, if my streams just end up being every Sunday, that will be my schedule every Sunday. Because I can guarantee to stream on that day because I have the day off. But every other day is just like, nah fam, I'm working. I'm actually, you know, working my 9 to 5. My part-time, so you know that's the thing. A lot of what I'm doing is my job, is my real life job. And I know a lot of people will turn around and say, "Oh my god, you work a real job, but you're a streamer. Why aren't you streaming? Why aren't you investing your money into your stream?" The thing is I can't invest my money into my stream because I have to pay for a load of other shit on top of basic shit. So it's like, as much as I'd love to invest my money into streaming, I can't. Bullshit, I just got nuked. We just got fucked there. That's why we've got this instant death powder. We've got this revive powder. This is why we've got the resurrection powder. But like, the thing is, it's like, I'm getting shocked because I have the crippling feeling addiction and I die if I find it. Fair enough. But yeah, the thing is that at the end of the day, whilst whilst I want to stream a lot more, whilst I'd love to, might get some bugs. Do what you want, dude. Your life. But yeah, the thing is, at the end of the day, most of the what the chopper isn't that a decent weapon? Yeah, that's 30 attack power. That's actually a very, very good weapon. That's actually That's actually an incredible upgrade weapon because it's just got a weapon that's got 30 attack power basically. So basically, I just got a sword that's even stronger. It's goated in DC2. I wouldn't say that it's goated. I'd say that it's very powerful, but it's not goated. I think it's like a tier. I think it's a tier 3 sword. In this game, it's tier 2. It's tier 2. It can carry to D3, dungeon 3, dungeon 4. Fair. If it can carry to that far, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. wanted better by V4, yeah, obviously. Metal Breaker and all that shit. Well, joke's on me, I haven't got Metal Breaker. It's almost ultimate. Nice, man, nice. It basically just wants me to increase its stats, it does. I know you shouldn't put a plus one on shit, but some weapons are possible. Sidearms and aggressive. That's not a good thing if you're neglecting your side weapons. Because in Dark Chronicle you only got 2 characters, so the game is actually a lot harder than this game. Because you have 6 characters, so you can basically, if someone dies, as long as you've got stand-in powder and you've got resurrection powder, you just resurrect people. You just keep going. In that game, it's if both players are knocked, if both characters are knocked out, you're fucked. Game over. But each character can have a lot more HP. That's the thing. Each character's defense and HP is a lot higher. They're just not that great for most of the game. They don't work on big or front blocks. They only end up working on flying. Yeah, no, I get that. Monica's wrench, magic works really well on elementally weak enemies, like elemental enemies and stuff like that. But Max's gun just works pretty well against a lot of just cannon fodder basically. Like flying or cannon fodder, it works really well on that shit. But it doesn't do like much when it comes against a lot of the tough enemies. It doesn't do, yeah, as you said, they don't do shit basically. The gun gets good to mid to late game, but the magic isn't good. No, the problem with magic is it's all elemental. And it's all based on like your highest elemental like thing. Whereas in this game you can switch what element you're using. This is why I still think that the oh, I heard her outside. Oh, magpie. Big bone. Yeah, there's a magpie above him. Come on, I can hear him. You probably can hear him too, he's talking. He's a big birdie. I wonder where he is. I'm gonna have a look and see where the bird is. Where is he? Is he in the tree now, eh? Or is he in the garden? Oh no, there's one flying overhead. I think there's a couple nearby actually. A lot of yeah. No, there's one across the road from me in the house. He's just doing his core. They're just doing their cores. I love magpies. They're awesome. Crows as well. I love crows as well. They're awesome. That's good. Fair enough. Yeah, but the thing is at the end of the day, I mean, play the game the way you want to play the game. As long as you're happy playing the game, then that's a good thing. I mean, for me, I'll play what I feel like playing. A lot of the games that I end up playing these days are they're just older games. Because, as I said earlier, I don't like newer games. There's a lot of newer games that are just... a lot of the newer games that are released are just products for the sake of being a product. Yeah? If that makes sense to people. If that makes sense to people. We don't want that. Right, I need to equip the protection. I need to equip that onto my active items. The reason for me equipping the item there, is because this King Mimic is gonna fuck me up big time. the revival powder used. So yeah, if you get knocked out, if you're getting knocked out, you basically can just go bada bing, bada boom, revival powder. The thing is, his hammer is actually very powerful. His hammer is, like, per hit, very powerful. But, in general, it's not. Also, I can't go no further because I need repair powder. So, I have to leave the dungeon using a escape powder. I always have an escape powder. If you don't have an escape powder, you basically have to kill everything or you're just fucked. And you don't want to be in that situation. Like, you really don't want to end up being in that situation where you're just fucked, yeah? Yes, we can hear you, magpies. They're being very loud this morning, this afternoon. Yeah, so yeah, you're probably hearing the magpies outside. They're basically just being territorial, and that they're being territorial. They're having a go at the other birds around and stuff like that. It's pretty much because this is like the time. This is like the time when most of them are around, and they want to, they're basically. Crow's mating season is a lot earlier than theirs. Theirs is like now, so like, you know, that's why we're hearing a lot of them. There's also because it's wet as well. It's been wet, so there's a lot of food around for them too. So that's the other thing they want. They want food. They want their food, basically. Oh crap! I'm at a point where I'm gonna have to grind some money out because I need some more items. Yeah, but I don't particularly want to do that like on stream. That's all it is. Because grinding takes up time. That's all it is. Grinding takes up time, but I'm simply just going to have to do it right now because we're at a point where it's like I've got no money. I need to do this because I've got no food. So the problem with the character is because they've got no food, they have to grind. So we're just going to go back to the previous dungeon and get some money, basically. We can't go no further without food because basically I need food to be able to heal, and I've got no food, so I can't heal. So you automatically can see the fucking problem there, can't you? You automatically can tell what the problem is. This may not be the first time that I actually go and do this in this playthrough, where you actually, because you have to go back. So sometimes you have to go back to dungeons in order to get that weapon. It's basically also because I need to power up Goro's hammer. Like, we've got to power up this hammer because like I've got no other weapon for Goro. So we just need to pair it up. The thing is, it hits really hard, so it's like, in this dungeon, it's not a problem, the first dungeon. So it's like, because it hits so damn hard, it is what it is. And Goro's hammer is actually very, very powerful anyway. When it hits, it's very powerful. Is what I mean to say. Yeah, because it's what's it got on it? I think it's got customize. I think it's got beast. No, it's got mimic and stone. It's a yeah. It's an anti. It's an anti. It's as I said. It's an anti heavy weapon. It's an anti weapon. So it's like anti. Basically, anything that's resistant to slashing weapons, his hammer is basically the answer to it. The problem with it is its endurance is fucking ass. It's like Ungaga, and yes, that is the character. That is the character's name, Ungaga. His fighting stick is terrible. His actual weapon is terrible. His special attack is awesome, but it will totally fucking break and destroy your weapon very quickly. That's the problem. If you continue to use it, you break the weapon very quickly. It does a lot of damage. Basically, he has a technique where he basically blows. It's mainly used to blow the black smoke that covers the way forward in some of the dungeons, like as an obstacle. But like I can one shot him. Like you do not exist. Be delete. But yeah. As I said, he's got Mimic Killer on his weapon, so his weapon's okay for killing mimics. And it's also pretty good against stone or stone statue enemies. It's terrible against most... This weapon is terrible against most other things, like hammer. But the reason that I need to upgrade it, or that I'm even contemplating it, is because I ain't got a choice in the matter. I need higher attack power. Basically, I need to one-shot anything that I'm fighting. I need to one-shot. I mean, he can hit flying enemies because he jumps up when he attacks. So his jump-up attack is actually, as you see, because when you use his attack, he jumps up to smack with the hammer. So, you know, it's a decent attack. It's a decent attack based on that. Otherwise, his hammer is just junk. It's just like real junk. But yeah, we need a lot more what do you call it? Health fight and stuff like that. This is the thing. This is the thing. To do the dungeons, you need to be prepared. To be prepared, which means you need to do the lower level dungeon, you have to do the other dungeons to be prepared to get the preparation that you need because you need money. But you need to either sell items or acquire money to basically do that kind of stuff. Yeah? So you see the problem. You see the problem, alright? I'm at least glad that my younger brother is watching. I'm at least glad I have like one or two people watching. It might be the time when I'm streaming might be the main thing, because a lot of my friends are Americans, so a lot of my friends who do watch are like Americans, so it's like 4 PM or so is usually the better time for me to stream. But I'm doing 2 PM, so I can just I can stream, and then I've got the afternoon basically to myself. That was a curse. Who cares about that? Give up. Must be poison. Must be curse. No, you always guess that you always guess it's an explosion first, because if it's wrong and you don't guess that it's an explosion, the chest blows up in your face, most likely kills you. Most likely kills you, and then basically you don't get any fucking weapon. You don't get a weapon basically, because that's how you get this. The weapon. That's how you get most of your weapons.
in this game. How you get most of your items and weapons and stuff in this game is literally just like you buy them, basically. You either buy them or you find them in the dungeon. And I know us guys have been playing 7 Days to Die and we've not been streaming it, but that's basically because the server, I didn't get a chance to play because I was too tired the first 2 days when the server was running, like because they've got the server my server guy, my admin who did my server guy, did the servers for did the server. Before I was able to stream and stuff, so obviously I wasn't able to stream and stuff that, so that's why I'm not going to really stream me doing 7 days, because we just don't see the point of trying to do it like that. We've just been playing the game and just playing that for fun, so it's like 7 days to chill out, play for fun. Same with me playing CDDA as well, because I'm playing CDDA also in my spare time as well. So I'm playing that, and it's just for chilling. It's basically just for chilling out and relaxing. We're not playing these games because we want to stream them. We're playing them because it's there's a lot of us dudes on there, and we're just playing for fun. So yeah. It'd be more fun when my brother is back over here, in the house and stuff, because then I'll be able to play card games and stuff with him again, and I'll be able to play split screen games again, and we'll have all the PS4, we'll have all the PS2 games and that, and he'll have his capture cards shit. So what I might do is he's got an older capture card and shit. I might just ask him, can I borrow one of the capture cards and then just stream PS2 games. We'll do it that way. And we'll stream what we've got, and then basically from there we'll go and we'll try and acquire some more PS2 games. Most of the PS2 games, because we prefer PS1 and PS2. We very much prefer those games, PS1, PS2, and PS3, and the original Xbox. Well, Xbox and Xbox 360. We prefer, for the most part, we prefer those games because those games are actually okay. So the reason both me and my brother both preferred the older games is literally because a lot of newer games just exist as a product. They don't exist with they don't have a soul or anything behind them. They just exist as a product. So it's kind of dumb in the regards of in those regards, because you're basically playing a game that is basically just. Right, I'm going to show you a back room, because as I said, we're having to grind for money, and we're having to grind to get some better weapons, to get better upgrades. So basically, how you grind? Back room. Complete back room, go back into back room. You can complete dungeon again, because all the enemies respawn. get shit like power-up powder. I think this one is the best map on this because they're all rock on off. And there's some mimics as well. Basically, they have stamina, so their defense is higher and their attack is much higher. So if they hit you, it hurts like a fucking, it hits like a fucking freight train. But you get a lot more money, you get a lot more items. There's always one King Mimic. You will never get weapons on the back room. Never get weapons on the back room. If there's a King Mimic, there's one and you know exactly what it is because it's the chest. It's a bigger chest. But they do drop treasure keys, which are pretty good. I won't let me do it because I have full ABS. You see, the problem is with these weapons. The problem is with these weapons, with a lot of weapons the game is, there's like, you need stats, yeah. Because I got the power-up powder, I can just level up. Just level up my weapon. I don't need any more Dragon Killer, but I do need all the other stuff. So I need Flyer, and any more Beast. I need Anti-Flyer, Beast, Metal, and Rock, and then I just need more attack, and then you could go up. Basically, every single, basically with this character, every single like attack thing is like a good thing for her because she gets a lot of XP, she gets used a lot, and all her weapons basically more or less go to the final weapon. She literally has two final weapons. She has Steve and she has Super Steve, which is basically a talking slingshot, which is quite powerful. It will get you through the end of the game. Or you're like me and you've got the Angel Gear. You've got the Angel Shooter. Because you've got the Angel Gear, and then you go up to the Angel well, no. You've got the Angel Shooter, and I think it's either Angel Gear or Angel Shooter, and then vice versa. And the next one's the ultimate one. You basically are like, her ultimate weapon is very, very powerful. It's an incredibly powerful weapon, her ultimate is. And a lot of people are like, oh, but that weapon is so powerful. What if it's so powerful? Blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, well, it's incredibly powerful because it is. Now, I may grind a lot. I may do some grinding off camera. The game. I'm allowed to do that because basically I'm not playing the game through. Oh look, I got rubies. Rubies are good. Rubies give me a lot of attack power and they also give me a lot of fire. Rubies give you 5 attacks if I remember correctly, which is pretty substantial. Yeah, rubies, if I remember, give you attack power, but I'm just gonna shove it on my cause there's a lot. So like with this ruby, like look, yeah. Oh no, it just increases your speed. It increases your speed, your fire, and your anti-mimic. So it's pretty good in those regards. A lot of the weapons in this game is you can simp sphere 9 times. You can do a simp sphere 9 times. So basically, you can get the powers of an item that you've got to level 5, because you need to be a minimum of level 5 to simp sphere. So like there's still slingshot I can turn into a simp sphere. I can stat strike it to simp sphere. Destroys the weapon that gets me a simp sphere. Yeah. You see. So yeah, but there are a lot of weapons in this game that actually do require that as well. But basically, all the weapons basically just build up into the same thing pretty much. At least a lot of the characters do. You have like two variations of ultimate weapons. Because you have like each person has like two different types of weapons. Tone has the most weapons in the game. Tone has the most weapons, the most swords. And they all upgrade into, if I remember correctly, they all upgrade into two particular paths of weaponry. That was my phone. The problem with this slingshot is it's got a lot. It's got very little endurance. Its endurance is terrible. The bone slingshot is. And the reason that I want to upgrade it to +5 is then obviously you can do the thing. The problem is, as I said, its endurance is terrible, but it doesn't need a lot of ABS to like get powered up. There's not a lot of to be fair, most of the enemies are giving you between. By the end of the game, most enemies are giving you like 10 to 20 ABS per kill. So you're not really getting a lot. You're not really getting a lot of ABS. The absorption. You're not really getting a lot per enemy. So like when you do kill enemies, it's like you don't get a lot of like magical power from each enemy. So it's like there is a trick. You can use the powerful weapon. So like for example, I'm gonna show you the trick in a second. Okay. So here's a trick. Here's the trick. You can use a more powerful weapon here. As long as it's the same character, it has to be the same character. It's not like it's not like Dark Chronicle or Dark Cloud 2, where you can just kill the enemy. So you knock him out, and then you switch to your other weapon, and that other weapon gets all the ABS. So basically, you can switch between weapons to power them up. So like, if you've got a weaker weapon that you're trying to power up, you can do that. So like, if like you're trying to power up your weaker starter weapon, for example, like you're trying to power up your wooden slingshot, which is a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit, but it does upgrade very quickly. You can equip like your bone slingshot and just like, or whatever you're using, and you just basically switch between weapons like that. Like you switch to your good one, kill an enemy, and then you switch to your then you switch to like the one you want to level up, and then the one you want to level up is getting all the ABS, while the other slingshot is the one being used. You see. So you're not really using the weapon, you're using another weapon, and then you're just quickly switching. So it's basically before the enemy vanishes. So if the enemy vanishes, you're good. If you do it too late or too slow, you fuck up. So yeah. It's why a lot of the time is when I'm playing the single player, is like when I'm playing my save, we're doing that. Basically we're doing that. We're switching between weapons. We're switching between weapons, using the better weapon that does a lot more damage, and then we're switching to the other weapon that we're trying to upgrade. And then basically we're just going back and forth from like stuff like this to that. It's like, the thing is the reason I might want to upgrade this to 5 is because the speed on it, because then I can get 60% of that speed and I can get its attack power. And I think it's got some basic stats. Yeah, it's got anti-undead, anti-undead and anti-sky. So you'd want to take the anti-undead off that 60%. 60% of that is at least 8. It's like 8. Yeah. So you'd want to take that off there. So that's the thing. That's how it all works. Right? Or you'd upgrade this because you want 60% of the endurance and the speed on that. Which your basic slingshot's okay because it also gives you five anti-fly. So there's that. The reason you want to do these like back floors, the reason you want to do the back floors on dungeons is because the back floors is because you get a lot of more XP for killing enemy per enemy kill. That's why basically. The only reason for it is because they are stamina. That is the main reason you do it, is because the enemy is affected by stamina. So stamina and the stamina effect basically powers up enemies. It just basically makes everything, including like you go Super Saiyan. If you're affected by it, you go Super Saiyan. If they're affected by it, they go Super Saiyan. It's basically Super Saiyan. Okay. And the people are like, oh well, why aren't you adding like stuff to it? It's a default weapon. Why would I add like good shit to it? Like stamina, see? It's like honest question. Like, why would I add my good shit? Why would I add my good shit to a default weapon? You don't. You simply don't. You simply just play the game and you just simply kill everything. But yeah, I'm at the dungeon now. I know there's monsters in there, but I was just showing off how you like grind, how like it's easy to grind on here. There's certain floors that have certain enemies on it that you want to grind, that you basically want to go back and forth film to, because they give you the most ABS. They basically give you the most ABS per thing. So that's one reason why you do that, because you get a load of ABS. Had a meal deal, nice. But yeah, basically I'll probably have to grind a lot off camera for the items and that. I'm not gonna do like all the grinding on camera because that's just slow. Do that because I had some actually because of that I actually had some extra items, because now we can buy some more healing shit. So I've got a revival powder too. Actually, I don't need that key. I need money more than anything else. So grab a couple more of those powders. Grab a couple more repair powders. Couple more of that, and then I grab like 2 drown's feathers to replace what I've been using. So it's like we actually have a fair bit of items now, and we're keeping that obviously because we need that and that one. But yeah, no. Oh, that's the thing. No, that's cool. You had a meal deal. That's cool. You had a meal deal, man. I may end the stream to here today because like it's been for 2 hours 45. Actually no, I won't. I'll go to 3 hours. I might as well get the ad revenue. Might as well get the ad revenue. Nah, I'm not gonna end it yet. I'll get the ad revenue for 3 hours. I know that sounds stupid. I know that sounds stupid, but I was like, look, it's 15 minutes. I might as well just grab that. Yeah, I might as well just do it. Yeah, because money. Trust me, you got about 5p off me today. Yeah, well, the thing is ad revenue doesn't really give you a lot of money, if I have to be brutally honest with you. Dude. If I have to be brutally honest with you, ad revenue, doesn't make me shit. Alright? If I want to be like, brutally honest with like, what's it called? Any passive income, like any passive income that like comes onto the channel for like the monthly payment, it doesn't mean shit. Like ad revenue is just like nothing. I get like 1p, dude. I don't make like I'm not gonna make like 5p off you. I'm gonna make like 2p, like 2 pence, because Twitch gets a big cut of it. Basically, Twitch makes the most money off ads. You only make money off ads if you've got like 100 people like watching, and like the majority of them are watching the ads. At that point, then you can make some money off ad revenue. You'll make a couple of quid off ad revenue, but past that, you really are not going to make a lot of money. Tone versus Max. Who wins? Straight up fight. I don't fucking know actually, but. I'd say Tone is better than Max anyway. I'd say that because Max only has like a 4-hit combo, where Tone has like a 5-hit combo. And Tone has 2 special attacks. He has stage 2. It's a stage 2 power-up attack. So that's what I mean, dude. Wait, Max does have a gun, but like that gun isn't really gonna do shit. Yeah, but that gun ain't doing shit though. Unless he's gonna like hide like a little bitch, and then I'm just gonna throw fucking bombs at him. That's the thing. So what we might do is we might all stream tomorrow. And we'll just stream on Sunday, and we'll just do like, I might just do 2 streams a week. Early damage and for the floor. Well, no, the reason like I keep saying that, but then I keep streaming the next day. It's just because tomorrow I might say no to streaming tomorrow. Like I might want to just take tomorrow off as break, because I have to go back to work. I have to go back to work on Wednesday, so it's like, I just take the day off, take the job. So yeah, I may not stream tomorrow. So actually, no, fuck it, I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. I've streamed twice. I've already streamed twice. I've streamed the last 2 days. It's like, the thing is to me, Sunday is my day where I can stream. Like, unless like. Because like that's like my guaranteed day off, where it's like I've got it there 2 p.m. can stream, yeah. But the rest of the days is like, it's like if I choose to stream, I choose to stream. Like I'm not gonna stream every single day. That's the thing. And this game is like, I'm gonna have to do some grinding off camera as well. There are gonna be parts where I'm gonna have to grind. So it's like. You're seeing me do it currently at the moment, unless you like want to watch me just grind like an entire episode of grinding and just chatting. It's going to be kind of boring, because it's like I'm focusing on the game and I'm like spending time on the game. And I'm like focusing on like playing the fucking game. So it's not as if it's going to be like super duper awesome, mega fun. Yeah? If that makes sense. And it's not because I'm boring myself. It's just because that's the way the game is going to be.
it's like this game is like hack and slash. Like, I know a lot of people play like multiple games at the same time. Like, they do one day as one game and another day as another game. It doesn't really matter for me. It doesn't really matter because me doing that. There's no real purpose in that because I might as well just focus on one game. Considering that the games that I'm playing basically are like monotone. And there's no point me really playing a second game at the same time, because then I will just get confused, and then I'll just want to like play like multiple. Then there'll be like multiple games that I just want to end up playing, and then I get confused, and then it's like I don't know what I want to do, and then it's like I do one thing in one game, and then I do one thing, then I'm doing another thing in another game, and then it's just like it's super fucking confusing to me. And then I lose the motivation to stream. Because for me, it's a hobby. It's like, it's a hobby for me. Because I could never see myself doing this full time. And that's the same with YouTube. It's the same with YouTube. I could never see myself being like a full-time YouTuber. The amount of work that you have to do for like no gain. Fuck that. Just fuck that. As a hobby, I can understand people doing it as a hobby and doing it for fun. And doing it for fun while they're doing other shit. So like, let's say you own an arcade, like, you know, the Quick Play guys, for example. Because I've been watching Quick Play quite a bit recently, and I just like watching them. I just like watching them just gather money. I just like the sound of it. I like watching what they're doing, and the thing is I like seeing people make money. I like making money myself in video games, and I like seeing people make money. Because I like seeing people being successful. And that's the thing. And I know that sounds counterintuitive to how I am, but it's the truth. I like watching people make money. It's like, is there anything wrong? Is there anything wrong with me wanting to watch people make money? Because, like, I don't see that there's a problem with it. Also, I am actually learning from it too. Like, it's like I'm learning about like the business of like how arcades work and shit like that. And to be fair, a lot of those machines are pretty lucrative. I have to admit, a lot of those machines are pretty lucrative. I would love to own some of those machines and do that, but then you've got the other thing that you'd have to think about is a cut. Because a lot of places, especially if it's not your own premises, you'd have to negotiate a cut. So like a cut of all profits. So like, let's say you've got like a triple shot candy machine, for example. You know those like ones where you put like gumballs and Skittles, and then you put M&Ms or something else in the third one. Those triple shot ones, which are like 10p. Like they're like 10p or 50p a pop. Like, nah, they're like 10p a pop. Like 5-10p a pop. In this country. And it's like, oh wow, my attachment bag is full. Holy shit! How did that get full? Like, the problem is with your attachment bag is you're capped at 40. You literally can't you literally don't get shit for space in it. Because the game is not expecting you to like actually acquire them like that. The game is just expecting you to use them nilly-willy. The thing is I've got like 3 characters, and it's like I don't really want to use the items nilly-willy. I just don't see the point of doing that, you know. So for me, it just defeats the purpose of a lot of the items it does. Like, because like you want to have attachments so you can put stuff on your weapons, but you can't use the attachments for your weapons anyway. And then it's just a pain in the ass, because like half the ones you're trying to buy anyway are just trying to get anyway. So I'll discard a plus 1 for that. To get a plus 2. Okay, yeah. So I got a net plus of 1. So okay, not bad. I want more endurance anyway. Plus, I will always put the plus 2s and plus 3s into weapons. Plus 1s are not worth it. You only put plus 1s in there if you are just trying to do it over so you can upgrade and build up your next level. Or it's all you have. Or it's literally all you have. Because, if I have to be honest, a lot of the weapons have some really weird requirements with building up and stuff. And, you know, I may just, the thing is, the reason that I say that I'm going to take a break tomorrow is probably because then I can like spend some time to like upgrade the weapons and like so that I don't feel like I'm being forced into doing anything. Like I'm doing it at my own volition and I'm not doing it because, you know, I feel like I have to do it kind of thing. Because on stream is one, because basically a lot of the time is like when you're trying to play a game on stream, you're trying not to waste everybody's time, and a lot of the time is it can feel like you're wasting everyone's time. Okay? And I'm not just saying that, for the sake of saying that. You're trying to play a game because you want to play the game because it's fun, but you want other people to watch you play the game. You don't want to sit here and just grind through the fucking game by yourself, 24/7, because you know the game is basically playing you at that point. You don't want to do that. Yeah, if that makes sense. Because I'm not trying to play this game to have the game play me. I'm trying to play the game. I want to enjoy the game, and I want to have it like play this game on YouTube. Because as I said earlier in the thing, it's like both me and my brother. We loved the demo of this game, but we only ever got to play it like at my aunt and uncle's house. And I think it's like, and I don't mean current uncle who's living in their house, who's married to aunts who's always lived there. Yeah, I don't. You know who I mean without me trying to name drop, right? Josh, bro. I mean, you know my brother's name, so whatever. But like, I'm not trying to name drop my uncle, so it's like I try to not name not drop his name because I don't want to do it. But like, my brother should know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I mean, remember the Christmas when we were over there and we were playing like Dark Cloud and fucking Wipeout and Cooler World and all that. Cooler World is another game I would love to stream. I'd love to play on stream. Attack plus 3. Oh, I have to switch. Oh, because that. I've never seen this screen before where you have multiple shit and you have to do that. I've never seen that screen before. That just proves how crazy I am with look how crazy unlucky I am with stuff. Or I'm just using it. I could be the other thing. I just use it like that. Another attachment box? Holy shit. That's mad. Usually item bag is full. Please make space. Cannot pick up item. And this one is attachment bag is full. Cannot acquire stuff. My attachment bag is never full. I'm actually dead serious. The attachment bag is never full for me. It never has been. So for me, the attachment bag being full is completely new. But the main reason I'm doing it is because I want money. It's because we need the money to buy the items. Because, like, you do not get enough items for it in this game. And the resource management game in this game is real. It's like, painfully real. But yeah. As I was saying, like, tomorrow is going to be like, is going to be a chill day for me, because obviously I'm going back to work the day after. And, so, yeah, it'll be a chill day. I think Friday is the next day I have off, so I may stream on a Friday. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I stream on Friday. I may not stream on Friday, I may just take Friday off as a day to chill, and then just stream on Sunday. And I may just stream on Sundays.
Because at least I'm streaming once a week, and I'm like streaming through a game, and it's like, at that point, I could have a stream which is 3 hours long, and it's like, I've got one vid, and it might actually be better overall for my algorithm, for like YouTube, for like my YouTube stuff. It might overall just be better. Because if I'm doing one video a week, that means then the videos have a chance to, like, people then can watch it as a weekly thing, and then it's like, I'm not stressing out, because then if it's an RPG, I can grind, and I can level up, and then I can enjoy myself by playing the game, basically. Because then I can just play through the game. As opposed to having to play through the game and not, if that makes sense. Because we want to have fun. We want to have fun. We want to enjoy ourselves. We want to play the game for fun. We're not playing the game to, like, you know, not have fun. Because, like, if I'm playing the game and I'm not having fun, then that defeats the purpose of the game, right? So yeah, no. Because then, if I just, but yeah, as I was saying, if I do it as a Sunday, like, if I stream a game, if I stream every Sunday, that basically means that then people have something to look forward to, and I can relax, and then I'm not feeling like I'm streaming every single day. Because I don't think I can cope streaming every single day. Once a week, I can cope with. But every single day, no. And at that point, it's like same time, and the thing is, it'd be the same time, and it'd be the same day. Yeah? And then that's the schedule. And then people will come and watch me. And that means that there'll be 4 streams a month. That way I can guarantee 4 streams a month. So that would mean I would build my channel up. Okay, slower, but I build it up. And if I choose to do the odd, like, stream here or there, I can do a stream here or there. Because Sunday could just be Sunday could be the day where I'm just doing the main game that I'm streaming. And if I choose to stream any other day, that means that I can do something else. But I can do something else, like I'm doing 7 days or something. We can, like, make it more interesting that way. But it depends. It depends on, like, how I'm feeling and, like, how I figure out how I figure to do things. Okay. So there might be a time where it's like, I'll do that, but then I won't do that. That's the issue, though. That's the issue that I foresee, where it's like, I'll stream, and then I won't stream. Because the thing is I need to get more used to doing streams, and I don't want to. And the thing is, I don't want to stream every single day. I'm not that kind of person. Streaming for me isn't, you know, a full-time job, as opposed to a lot of other people who use it to make income and shit. For me, it's a hobby, and I want to use it as a hobby, and I want to use it to basically make some extra cash. If it makes me some extra cash on the side, then what do you fucking do? That's great, alright? If it doesn't make me some extra cash on the side, then who cares? I've still got the archive of the game, and I think that YouTube-wise, I think that it would just be better if I did the, if I did back stuff, yeah? If I did it once a week. I think, archive-wise, it's better, because then it means that the part of the YouTube video, the YouTube VOD that gets put up, has a week to, like, garner traction and stuff. And if I'm doing it weekly, that means that I'm getting through a game in my own time, in my own pace. And that means that I don't feel rushed, and I don't feel stressed, and I feel that we can get this done in my own time, yeah?
So there's the benefit of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end the stream now because it's been about 3 hours. It's been over 3 hours. So I'm probably going to... You hit 3 hours if you want to wind down, yeah. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Probably going to wind down. What I'm probably going to do is over the week is I'm probably going to I'm probably going to grind a bit on this and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna like level up my weapons and get some more items and shit, and I'm gonna try and do some fishing off screen so I can get some metal breaker, so I can upgrade, as I said, so I can upgrade weapons. And also once we've upgraded the weapons more, obviously then the game will become a lot easier, and we can get through it. We can do a lot more in 3 hours basically. Because then I'm not having to sit there and basically smack enemies like 50 fucking times, then I could just do it like once or twice. Yeah? You see? Pirate software is live if you need BG noise. Pirate software. Oh, you mean 4. Now, 4's cool. I wonder what 4's gonna say about the Helldivers thing. About the whole Helldivers thing. About Sony. I bet he's gonna be like, get fucked, eat my ass. This is hilarious. I bet it's gonna be something like that. He's gonna say something like that, which is gonna be quite fun. But no, I've got some other things that I could be doing. Probably talking about it now, yeah. I'll catch it on YouTube. I'll catch it on YouTube when he talks about it. When he talks about it, I'll probably catch him on YouTube. Or through the shorts. I usually watch 4 through shorts anyway. I don't, and to be fair, 4's stuff is a lot of what I'm trying to follow. I'm trying, like with the streaming stuff and that. And I'm taking into consideration, obviously, my disability, you got your shopping in, by the way. Nice. And I'm trying to keep into consideration, obviously, like my disability and everything along the lines of that. So like when I stream, I'm like trying to keep that in mind, if that makes sense. So there's that. But yeah, no, I'm thinking I'm going to continue to I'm thinking I won't stream tomorrow. I'm thinking that I'm going to keep my streams like once a week because I have one guaranteed day off a week. So I think that my streams are going to be I think I'm going to like have a schedule for once a week. And once I feel that that works and I've got more viewers and stuff, and if people start asking me to stream more, then I can look into it. I can look into maybe streaming twice a week. So that might be the plan going forward. That I play a game and I do it once a week, and it's just like, if it's an RPG, that works perfectly because then I can do quite a bit in that. Or if it's a one-off game, then I could just do it as a one-off, and then that's just a one-off stream, and then it's like we can do whatever. And then, as I said, if people want more from me, want more content from me, then we can think about giving it to them. But I'm thinking more on the YouTube side of things, because I really need to grow the YouTube side. I'm sorry to say, my YouTube side is languishing in comparison here. Like, on here, I get maybe 20-30 views, okay? I get like 20-30 views, and that's not just from the VOD, that's from live, over time live. But the whole issue is the YouTube side is languishing because I think it's because I upload the VODs very quickly. I upload them as soon as they're done. So I think what I'll do with this one is I'll wait a couple of days. Like, I'll upload it to YouTube, I'll export to YouTube, but I'll wait a couple of days and have it private already, and then upload it. And then I'll do the next one on next Sunday. So I think that's it. I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I think it's going to be Sundays that I'll be streaming. So once a week, then I won't suffer burnout, and I can do what I want. And if I really am bored, I can stream during the week. If I'm really bored and I feel like I've got nothing to do, I can always just boot the game up, just show progress, and stream. But I am guaranteed just one day a week at the moment.
I think that's the easiest way for me to keep to a schedule. Is 1 day a week. I don't feel stressed. I'm 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. my time. 5, well, give or take. It's like half 1 to 2, half 1 to 2, 4:30 to 5 o'clock, give or take. GMT +1. So that is what it is. Anyways, though, I've waffled on enough. I need to give my voice a rest, and I need to wind down. So I'm gonna head off now. So I'll see you on the next part. I'll see you on Sunday, basically, people. And I'll show you I'll show you the progress during the week. Now, I'm not, as I said, it'll be during the week. It'll be during when I feel like it, when I feel like playing again. If I don't manage to do much progress, that's because I was busy. All right, so I was busy with other shit, like my job. So But anyways, I will see you next time. Bye.